Oh fuck. Laws. All right, we live. What's up, you germs out there? So this is how we gonna do a couple of things today. We're gonna talk about a couple of stuff. Um, Hope you guys won't mind. Um, Give me a second, Laws. But at the end of the day, I just hope you guys will get the gist and understand more about what we do on this channel. Okay, so you guys can hear me on the panel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you mean more to the sport of boxing. That basically means right there is that as fans of boxing, hardcore and casuals, people that come in and just peep in through the window real quick and leave. You mean more to the sport of boxing than what these promoters, than what these guys out there say that you mean to the sport. And what I mean by that is we control the sport of boxing as individuals. We the one who pay for the tickets. We the one who go out here and we fucking uh, pay for the pay-per-views. We the ones who sit up over here and talk about it. These media companies want to make articles so they can talk about it so we could get on their platforms and start clicking on their news articles, start getting in their forums and all types of stuff. Everything revolves around the fans of the sport of boxing, not these promoters, not these boxers and everything like that. Because everybody works for us. We the one who pays the bills. We the one who keeps the lights on. We the ones who makes generational wealth for these fighters. And at the end of the day, you're not getting what you want. You're not getting the fights that you want. You're not getting the prices that you want. You got scalpers out there, Edward Hearn and stuff like that. But what are you going to do about it? Are you finally going to start cutting the TV off? Are you going to stop? Are you going to get off of Deontay Wilder's nuts? Are you going to stop Dick Wright and your favorite boxer? Are you going to start getting on point with everybody else and start bringing up the issues that means the most? WBN, World Boxing News, and all of these, ESPN, Showtime, Yahoo Sports. None of these guys are going to sit up over here and keep and on a consistent basis, or even remotely mention how bad these promoters and these managers and some of these fighters are making the sport of boxing. But you as fans, you guys play a great deal in that too. Because when you look at Deontay Wilder, when you look at Errol Spence, when you look at Sean Porter, when you look at Andre Ward, when you look at Caleb Plant, look how it goes. You guys don't want people don't want to talk about how good these fighters are, but then they want to talk about how good other fighters are that hasn't fought them, and you want to put them in the pound for pound category. You want to sit up over here and you want to say the zone. They make articles that says the zone internationally in 1 year outdoes ESPN. Everybody been outdoing ESPN for years. ESPN ain't never been the number one app for years. This was the only year that ESPN even came in second. You see what I'm saying? For years they've been below number 5. But all of a sudden, Edward Hearn is the biggest, is taking over the U.S. by storm. With what? The Zone don't even advertise their viewership numbers. But Fox, Showtime, and everybody else do in the States. But the Zone does not publicize their viewership numbers. Why? Because they suck. And all of it is an image thing. So how about you get off the who's the best promoter, who's the best person, this and that and the third, when it ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That shit ain't got nothing to do with two people coming in the ring getting the fisticuffs. Ain't got nothing to do with best fighting the best. Ain't got nothing to do with your best fighter fighting somebody else's best fighter. So at the end of the day, you mean more to the sport of boxing than what these promoters and these managers and these media companies put off. You are in control. And people need to start acting like that and stop acting like bitches. Now let's get into some other things. Y'all want to hit on that or y'all want to talk about something else? L. Belongs D to pimping. Well, anyways, when y'all come back in, man, just let me know because y'all on.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Oh. Now I was just saying, you want to hit on that? Maybe talk about something else.
I missed the last bit. What you was on about, bro? Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. Ain't nothing really. I'm just trying to get people to hip on that. You know, when it comes to not getting them, like, look, if you want to say, if Edward Hearn, we can talk about that later. But if Anthony Joshua, since Anthony Joshua came out and said it, I have taken the toughest fights since I came in the sport of boxing, which is a fucking lie. Right? Talking about he taking the toughest fights that was available for him, which is a fucking lie. Right? That's shit that idiots believe. Right? If he come out and say that, and then he uses that as the reason why he should fight Otto Wallin because he feels like he should follow the leader right along with. I see you, fam. Let me get you in there, Tyrone, because you want to play, follow the leader behind Tyson Fury and behind all the other fighters who want to play, like you say, Lyles, the hide and go seek champ and stuff like that. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But don't use Tyson Fury as an excuse for doing it because now you play and follow the leader. Are you gonna be a man about it and do what you're supposed to do? Or are you gonna be a little punk about it and keep fighting these guys? And that goes right along with what I'm saying. You mean more to the sport of boxing. You're allowing these fighters to do that. If Deontay Wilder comes out and say he want to fight King Kong Ortiz and then Tyson Fury and the winner of Andrew Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, without busting a sweat, without bringing up, talk about, I need a break.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, my bad. I was on mute because I was taking a piss. Nah, but I was listening the whole time though, man. Like, I think what you were saying as far as like the consumers, the people that watch boxing, and the boxing fans. Actually, before I even get to that, peace to a man Tyrone, man. I know you just stepped in.
You better call on Tyrone.
What's up? Salute, Tyrone.
Peace, Ty. But as far like we should be the people that stir the pot, like with this whole boxing conversation. We are the consumers. We're the ones paying for these fights. Like boxing doesn't have that many fans, like to be fucking to act like they're above it all and like they'll just put out a product and we'll just buy it. Having said that, though, a lot of these new age boxing fans, like they take the role of not angry customer, but they take the role of like fucking the battered wife, where they'll take a licking and they'll have their favorite fighter fight shitty fights, and not only will they not criticize it, but they'll come out and defend that, and bash somebody else who's actually or try to poke holes through somebody who's actually taking good to decent fights, which is like an abnormality nowadays for these boxers to do that on a consistent basis, where they're fighting good competition, back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't do that here within Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and more. We don't do that on Lowe's Dark and the Pimpin'. Subscribe to my brothers. I'll pass it off.
The only thing I poke holes in is condoms.
Damn.
I'm joking.
Purposely. With pins.
Pins.
I'll be busting the ring.
What y'all want to hit up on now, man? Next, so y'all want to talk about that? What y'all want to hit up on? I mean, we got Dillian White acting like he could fucking cook, but can't cook a recipe for a fucking B sample. Can't talk about it or nothing like that. We got Nigel Benn coming back to fight somebody. We got rumors of Shannon Briggs coming back and fighting somebody. We got Edward Hearn talking about AJ might retire which I think that he needs to just shut the fuck up and let the man speak for him goddamn self. What else we got, fellas? We got Sean Porter acting like Sean Porter bitch ass over there. Look, I don't know. Like as soon as every time I
You
see
leave
Sean
Sean
Porter,
alone.
Sean is fake as fuck. That dude is faker than the goddamn $3 bill. I ain't never seen nobody. I guarantee he did not talk like that at home. I guarantee you the first thing he come home and the food ain't ready, like, bitch, where my food at? But anyways, like the way that he tries to go at Errol Spence to get a reaction out of him, you could tell that he's overdoing it. There's nothing. He's saying that, you know, we'll get into that later. So that's another topic we could talk about. Then we got Tyson Fury getting his. I don't know if he took his stitches out or he went to the hospital and the doctor recommended that they could be taken out because of Blasey. I don't know what the thing around that was, but you know, he was in the gym, so he's sweating on it. So we got that. What else we got? We got
Kell Brook's been talking shit again, hasn't he?
Kell Brooks talking about he a free agent, I heard.
Yeah, he's been on Sky today in the studios.
You know,
He can fight whoever he wants when he wants.
but that's
But then he said he might be on the undercard. The Joshua fight.
Fuck it. If I was Kell Brook, I would just employ motherfuckers to do the dirty work. I would not sign to nobody no more. I think as a boxer, you shouldn't have to, when you make it to where Kell Brook is at over there in the UK or some of these other fighters is at, you shouldn't have to sign to a promoter. And him taking all your goddamn money and then him not even promoting you right. It shouldn't even be like that. You should be employing him and telling him 5-10% and that's it.
Yo, Mike, back to your point on Sean Porter. Why is he like going around trying to be this, you know, trying to sell the fight? And I saw him on PBC today. Or I don't know what was going on. He had all his co-hosts, his fans, Keith Thurman, Abner Mares, even the girl. And all of them was like, oh, you haven't been in a tough fight and this and that, and I'll do this to you and going to make it rough and rugged. And I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who he's trying to be.
I mean, did he get Ugas out of there? And Ugas put him on his ass. I don't care what anybody say. That wasn't a slippage. I put that shit in extra slow mo. He put him on his ass. It wasn't a slip. But anyways, the reason I said it on Santee's channel this morning. The reason why he's doing that is because he's selling that he's his media personality. That's what he's doing. He's selling life after boxing.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. So when he's said and done with the sport of boxing,
it could be Laws.
Hey, see Laws? See what I'm saying, Laws? He's selling life after boxing. He's not selling necessarily the fight. It's like if you want to sell the fight more and stuff like that, you know, you should have been having a different image, but at the same time is let the people backstage know, hey man, this is let them know who the real you is and the professional you and the motherfucker that gotta sell fights you. You see what I'm saying?
I agree
because
with that,
all it is acting. But to me, it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't come out like smooth. You know, he's saying that he don't think that Errol Spence is dedicated enough to the fight or whatever. Then he's gonna say that, you know, Errol Spence is being arrogant and this and the third. It's feeling like all that because the dude don't really want to fucking respond to your ass. He don't care what the fuck come out of your mind. Errol Spence is acting just like me before a football game. I'm done with the shit talking. I don't want to talk shit.
Yeah.
I want to get on this football field and I want to beat the fucking brakes off you. You know what I'm saying? And if you end up in the hospital, I feel sad, but fuck it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these cats don't understand. Some of these boxers, that's all they do is talk. Some of these boxers don't know what to do, and they keep talking and talking and talking, but they don't know what to say. They just trying to get a fucking reaction like Sean Porter. They try to sell the fight more, but the fight is already sold. with or without Sean Porter, and he don't get that. It doesn't get through his thick ass skull. It's like he's trying to fucking put out there that he means more to the sport of boxing than what people realize. I'm sorry. He's trying to put out to people that Sean Porter is trying to put out to the people that he means more to this fight with Errol Spence than what the people think, but he don't mean jack shit.
Yeah, to touch on your point about commentating, this is a bit off subject, but that commentating team, I think Brazil isn't that bad of a commentator. My biggest problem on that whole squad, that staff of PBC commentators, is Ray Mancini. I'm so tired of hearing him say, oh, all the time. It's annoying, and he picks every small fighter. Fuck him, and I hope he's banned. I don't care if he was a good fighter or not. He still got knocked out by Livingston Bramble.
I put it like this, man. They got hired for a reason. They got hired for a reason. And it seems like Lennox Lewis is still able. Lennox Lewis seems like the only sensible one.
Yep.
And it's kind of like, well, he's not the only sensible one, but the only sensible one that sticks out to me. But the thing about Lennox is he's just not that talkative and engaging and stuff like that. You know, he's he doesn't sound like he gets too excited, and you know what I'm saying? But I respect him, but he doesn't, I call it the way I see it. He doesn't sound too, he sounds like he's there and it's a damn job.
Yeah, he's more of like a color commentator. Like he'll add in his like a more finer point to what the guy who's doing like the blow by blow was just said.
Ray Mancini is bad. You hear him.
No, Ray Mancini's a fucking turd though.
He moans every time somebody gets hit with a shot. Oh!
Yeah. I don't think anybody in LDBC likes him. I don't think anybody.
Yeah. But honestly, just there's nobody in that calls the fights on PBC besides Lennox, like that is actually like good. Like they're all like just regular, bro. Like fucking they should assemble a new team, man.
I think Brazil is actually solid, to be honest. I mean, he sucks at fighting, but he's actually a good commentator.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't try to talk fast. I mean, right. To the point. And but the other dudes, it looks like they don't want to step on nobody's toes. Like they're over complimentary.
Yeah, Brazil, you can actually understand him, unlike some of these other players.
But see, that's the reason
why.
I
was going to say, is that Ray Boom Boom Mancini you're talking about?
Yeah,
yeah, he's punch drunk as fuck anyway. Isn't he?
Oh!
I mean, that's what I kind of wish, like, this is the way I put it. This is the way I put it. I don't care for somebody calling the fight like it's on the radio back in the days. I could give two shits about that.
No, but Mancini.
Hold up now.
Go ahead.
But when I'm watching the fight, if I had somebody like Blood, like doing commentating for the fight as the fight's going on, to where I could turn my fucking shit off and just listen to him and listen to the fight. That's what I'm talking about. Because the way I put it is, there's somebody on the internet right now on YouTube that could do a better job than that motherfucker. You can't tell me they can't.
Trey X.
You're right.
You can't tell me there ain't nobody else than out of everybody. You pick him, but nobody like the fucker. First of all, I hate to say it, but he's already fucking forgotten.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's already fucking forgotten. Like nobody knows really who he is. At least Blood could do boxing. Then he could do basketball. Then he could do football. I don't know if he could do no goddamn but he could do snooker too. He could do some snooker. You see what I'm saying? But as far as El fell out, he'd be back. But as far as like some of these cats, Dominic Brazil is cool, but he's gonna be biased with Deontay Wilder. Yeah. Milk Dug. So every now and again he's cool, but it always seems like it always seems like these guys are always against. Like it kind of seemed like they was even against Errol Spence with Mikey Garcia. Oh, he can't box. Blah blah blah. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I saw,
Really? You don't even.
saw that Sean Porter and Ray Mancini up there at post fight. They said for the first 4 rounds it's competitive. Ray Mancini said that Mikey Garcia is backing him up. I said, Mikey Garcia didn't win a round. He didn't win a round on my scorecard. The judges got it perfect. 120-107 for the hurt round. That was perfect. That's what it was. It wasn't competitive at all. Look at the punch stats. It was like 380 punches to 70.
From the post.
Landed.
Mm.
Wasn't even close.
Mikey Garcia beat from pillar to post off Errol Spence.
Yeah, he was. I saw that 9th round. He was just literally pillar to post. Like Errol Spence beat him from each 4th corner, and on the 3rd corner, he went back and then hit him with a body shot, and you saw how his head jolted up. He was like, he took a deep breath, and he started getting beat up again.
Yeah, you know what's
like
funny?
the brother
When that,
KC, he got taken for a dog walk around the ring.
he got taken for more than that. That was in the dog walk.
Yeah,
That was horrible.
Errol walked him around the ring.
You know what I like, and this is what I want to see more. I want to see more of questions like this. This lady had the balls enough to ask Errol Spence, if you think that you could knock out Sean Porter, why you didn't knock out Mikey Garcia?
Yeah, that's crazy. And just to touch on that.
Go ahead. I'll let you go first. Cool.
Yeah, Fanon was talking about that sort of thing with Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder just went over to Fox. I know it's all, it's not really CBS because Fox is totally different from CBS and Showtime, but still, he went over to Fox. And Fanon was talking about how the commentators like Paulie Malignaggi, you're supposed to be the home team. And I'm not saying you have to be biased for them, but don't be biased against them. Like say every negative thing every round. It's the same thing. What's this? What's the point of loyalty then? If you have, what's the point of enemies if you have friends like those?
You know why? I think what the number one reason why I think that they do that. Mm-hmm. Well, the number one reason why is because they are allowed to get away with it. The second thing is that all the people that's mad at him, all the people that don't like the way Deontay Wilder fights, wish they had what Deontay Wilder had. Every single last one of them motherfuckers wish they had something that Fanon called the eraser. All of them wish they had the amount of power that Deontay Wilder had. Every single one of them. I don't care who it is. I don't care who they are because look at their knockout ratio. And they sitting up over there acting like snobs, saying that this dude can't box and this and the third. But the only person that gives him credit on a consistent basis, but at the same time still critiques him, is Lennox Lewis. He says the dude can't. He tells you it's subtle. Look what he's doing. He's circling the guy. Look what he's doing. Look how he set him up for that punch. Look, even during the Fury fight, he was telling folks that he was telegraphing his punches, that he was looking too anxious. And everybody thought that he was getting outboxed. How the fuck you getting outboxed when you only throwing 20 punches a fucking round, Tyson Fury?
All you gotta see is the CompuBox even on that fight. I mean, both of their accuracies were, below average in their usual. And
exactly.
Both of them were scoring about the same punches total. I mean, it wasn't this schooling. You can't put your hands up and put your tongue out, after every round and think that it doesn't work that way here.
And even before that, Tyrone, when Wilder fought Luis Ortiz, they were giving him no love in that fight. In the 7th round, they were actually talking about Anthony Joshua in the fight, during the time of the fight. It was nothing. There wasn't a comparable moment in the fight where they ended up bringing up Joshua to make a point about him, seeing it through or some shit. After a knockdown, there wasn't a knockdown at that point. It was the 7th round, before Wilder knocked down Ortiz.
You mean?
But
this is what we need to do.
Knockdown or the second one?
No, well, the first. This is way after the first knockdown because I think the first knockdown happened early on in the fight. But in the 7th round, they were shitting on Wilder, and then and brought up Anthony Joshua, but giving him compliments.
Yeah,
and then
I remember that. It was the first 4 rounds, wasn't it? Or are you talking about after the 5th?
Yeah.
You mean after Wilder got hurt?
No, this was before he got hurt. He got hurt in the 8th round. Like there wasn't really no reason to bring up Anthony Joshua, especially in a complimentary fashion. At that point of the fight, it just brought him up for the sake of bringing him up. If you go rewatch it.
You mean after the first, so after the 5th, but before the 7th or 8th, so in that 6th round.
Yeah, he got knocked. Yeah, he got knocked out in the 8th round. I think it was the 7th round. If you watch it.
Yeah, he was hurt.
But But they were shitting on him, or not giving him compliments. But like the thing is too, like the reason I think they do that too, Michael, is because the powers that be at those networks don't check them, because you have like the fight cards that happen on the Zone or where they go out of their way, or ESPN Plus, where they overtly go over the top, like, and compliment like shitty performances, like the ones that like Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that was so bad in ESPN. Every time they bring on, and I saw the gate was like about 1 million, and they could only move about 2,000 tickets. And this is the guy with $120 million contract.
But that over the top biasness, like where they're complimentary, like on these other networks, is like more of like a recent thing. But like to me, like that I've seen, like where they're going over the top. And then you have Showtime where they kind of like shit on Wilder. So I'm glad he left them. And I hope they dish those same compliments to Charlo and to.
I don't.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Hey man, shut the fuck up. Who said you could talk?
Yo!
Fuck you!
Fuck yeah, nigga! Loud and clear.
That motherfucker sound like a cancer patient. You hear that motherfucking cough? God damn. Hey, young Marv the Cut Man, what's happening, baby?
Tunde, you still have your job?
Yeah, I'm training in London. Training in London.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're at the Cockney Club?
No, not that.
Nah, the
training
the meat packing district.
With the kids, bruv, with the kids.
With kids.
The youths, man, the youths.
The youth.
Oh, I want to say something else. You guys, they said this was I forgot when I heard it, but it was really early on this year. I think it was before the Lara Castaño fight. Showtime's budget for boxing this year is only $60 million.
Well, there's never no concrete budget. And I tell you why. It's because anytime they need money and it's feasible, they're gonna get that money.
Yeah.
So, but the main thing is that I don't think it was like we going some elsewhere. I think that Fox offered more money, and that's where they went. And I never thought that Showtime was back behind Deontay Wilder. The WBC finally got back, finally started to back Deontay Wilder, but Showtime always didn't look like they really were. And remember, Deontay Wilder didn't start on Showtime, so you know he was on Fox. I think he was on CBS or something like that before. He had fights on other platforms. So
at one point, he was with Golden Boy.
Yeah, he was Golden Utensil Promotions. Yep.
Yeah.
And people got to understand that, like, people out here, they want to me, Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder is not a pay-per-view fight. But the thing about it is that I don't really know what they're trying to do on the PBC side with Deontay Wilder versus Louis King Kong Ortiz. I don't know if they're saying it's going to be a pay-per-view fight. I don't know if other people is interjecting that pay-per-view word in there because it's with Showtime. I don't really know what the thing is. And this is the reason why I always tell people, you can't sit up over here and say that I know how much Deontay Wilder's is making because that last pay-per-view is only this, and they got to give X amount to Showtime because it is a third. Like, no. Each and every negotiation that you do with the platform or somebody is a whole separate beast. And I'm pretty sure Showtime was trying to take more than what they needed to take. And I'm pretty sure Fox had a better rate with more money. And so what do? You go with the better rate. And I think it's a good thing because at the end of the day, you know, it might not be $70, $80 for a pay-per-view on Fox. It might be $50. It might be $40. It might be $35. It might not be the whole shaboing boing for HD at $90,000 at $90 when you know your fucking TV don't play fucking HD. You know you got one of them fucking 42-inch basic ass TVs, motherfucker, and you paying $90. Y'all know some of them motherfuckers out there pimping Tyrone, L, and Santos. Y'all know some motherfuckers out there that ain't got no HD TV and over there paying pay-per-view for that HD price. But anyways, I don't think that fight is pay-per-view. But whether or not it's pay-per-view or not, I'm still gonna buy it because I want to see the outcome. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know, but obviously there is a saying, once Deontay Wilder hits your ass once, you're never the same again.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that last point. I'm not the biggest fan of this fight. I mean, if it was free, I'll stream it definitely, but I'm not going to pay for it because it's going to be the same as the first time. It'll definitely be faster. But in his defense, there's nobody really to fight out there. So yeah,
Mr. 600 days is
oh fuck.
We're still looking for that B sample. That's all the way in Loch Ness.
Yeah,
Apparently.
you guys
Tyrone.
know, man, that he was on. He's been on there like for 2 months now. MasterChef over there.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, I saw
That
it
looked
a
good.
long time ago. He was in the first one, and he didn't get eliminated.
He
or
just look
whatever.
at them guys that stay in the kitchen anyway. If you look
Wait,
at him.
Go on his YouTube.
They didn't.
He was cooking lamb in a stove.
They didn't like his jerk chicken, so they eliminated him.
Nah, they didn't eliminate him.
Oh,
I know
okay.
on his YouTube, you know, because he got the YouTube page. He did the he roasted some lamb in the stove. But that's when I was kind of like, I was kind of cool about Dillian White. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until all this whole
Recent stuff.
you know, when all he had to do, which which really, to tell you the truth, I don't really think he believes in that 600-day shit. I don't think he believes in it. I just think that he was doing it the same way old boy was talking about old boy's daddy. Like, yeah, I can touch your daddy, but I can't touch you. Even though I knew what he was doing the whole time. And that's the reason why Wilder didn't even fucking comment on the shit, because Wilder knew what the deal was. Wilder knew this motherfucker wasn't trying to threaten the dude's daddy. The dude knew how that guy was going to take it. He knew how everybody else was going to take it and run with it. But he never said he was going to hurt his dad. He never said he was going to physically harm him. None of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because
guess what? Go on.
You see what I'm saying? And then when he goes out and explain it, you understand that he was trying to troll the dude to bust his nerves so he could get the fight. And what people don't understand is that this is just me. I don't care what anybody say. If somebody did that to me, I wouldn't care. You know what I'd do? I would hit them where it hurts the most. They fucking pockets. You see what I'm saying? I would hit them where it hurts the most, their fucking pockets, and then I will go out and start trolling them.
But that's what Leo Santa Cruz have been doing. Like, I've seen people talk about what Gary Russell did and how it wasn't cool or whatever. Listen, Gary Russell has been trying to fight Leo Santa Cruz for over 4 years, probably 5 years now at this point. 4 years, right? Because he got the belt in 2015, probably even before then. And that weight division is small. It doesn't get a lot of exposure. So Leo Santa Cruz is literally hurting this guy's pockets.
Yeah. That Leo Santa Cruz guy's weird, man. He doesn't want to be on number one. He's content to be number two.
And then when you watch your boy's interview with Fred in there, he started talking about he gotta feed his family and stuff like that and blah 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 with the whoop. The reason why he only fights one time a year is because he don't get that many fights a year that's worth it, that's worth that X amount of dollars. So he says, why go out there and beat myself up when I still got these other fights out there that I can get eventually making X amount of money? When he's saying, how come Leo won't fight me when we could be making X? It's a money maker fight and blah 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 whoop. I wouldn't fight the dude. I wouldn't give a fuck. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know you don't mean what you say. And all that, when a motherfucker got to tell me some shit like this, I'm that type of dog and I'm this, that, and the third. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you say you are. I don't give a fuck. I go and ask. When you got to start delivering that out and projecting that out to the masses, that's what you want them to portray about you, not necessarily who the fuck you are. Right now, you're a fucking boxer. You're a professional fucking boxer. You are no longer no civilian straight off the streets to where you could go around and start slapping motherfuckers upside the head anytime you want to. Because already you ain't got that much bread to be taking all them lawsuits. And you ain't going nowhere. Anywhere you go, motherfucker can find you. And you think there's some of these motherfuckers out there that you threatening, that you talking to like that about motherfuckers' daddy, ain't got motherfuckers behind them that will literally fucking shoot your ass, or ready to shoot your ass, or ready to roll up on you and whoop your ass for him? You see what I'm saying?
So do you agree? You agree with him doing it or not?
I agree with it. I ain't gonna lie, but I agree with him doing
I
it.
was 100% with it, bro. I was rooting for him to do it.
No,
I hate Leo Santa Cruz, man.
No,
Me
I
too.
don't-
I can't stand the guy.
He's what's wrong.
This-
He's a cancer to the sport.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If a motherfucker was trying to press me like that and try to like act like he threatened my dad, and I know that he's just playing the public, because the public, see, look, I knew what he was saying when he said it. I knew he was not threatening dude's pops. Some people out here saying he was threatening his pops. People trying to make buzzwords and get shit going to get views and likes. I know what they're doing, because we obviously it happens every day with Edward Hearn, so we can see it with this, right? So I'm kind of like with Leo Santa Cruz. I wouldn't fight that motherfucker. I let him starve.
Yeah,
I let him fucking starve.
Did you see?
You're the firm racial undertones towards Gary Russell, some of them reporters, saying he was being ghetto or something like that.
They always do that, like with Clarissa Shields. They don't say it. They don't say it with white fighters. They don't say it with that. It says Clarissa Shields get hood with such and such. Like, what the fuck you mean she get hood with somebody?
Fight hype titles. Have you seen that?
Oh, you saw it too, Tyrone?
Stomps out. It'll be like so and so stomps out so and so.
Yeah, like
that's what? That's
Like-
how you can say that?
Nah, but I feel what you're saying, Mike, about like him not fighting him, but at the end of the day, bro, I mean, like I don't like to fucking harp on like people's losses and whatnot, but Leo Santa Cruz is not no fucking A-level like shining star, like the world revolves around him type fighter. Leo Santa Cruz,
He's a wannabe Mayweather. That's what he wants to be.
yeah,
Oh,
he
yes.
already took an L, bro. Like that dude, like he ain't shit, bro.
They both took L's.
Yeah, but
both
Gary
took
Russell
L's.
Jr. took it against so cold,
Carl
or
Frampton.
quote unquote the best fighter in the world.
Carl Frampton, and then he went, and then he came back and beat Carl Frampton the same way.
Oh no, not Leo Santa Cruz, bro, because Carl Frampton ain't shit to me. But Gary Russell Jr.
Talking
quote,
Frampton.
Yeah, he got
quote,
it. Yeah.
quote unquote lost to the best fighter that ever walked this world.
Yeah.
But Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah. My bad.
He should. I mean, I was 100% with the fact that he did that, man. I mean, out in the streets or whatever, like, it's different, like, because you gotta answer it on a low budget level, or your friends are gonna rank on you. But as a boxer in a fighting sport, bro, I could care less, bro. Like fucking, I hate Leo Santa Cruz. If he were to do it to somebody else who I know like isn't really avoiding him, nah, actually, I don't give a shit, bro. Do that shit all. I think boxers should do that more, bro.
Yeah, I don't like this gentleman. This ain't a gentleman. This is a street. Sport. These people here come from bad backgrounds, and this sport saved them.
Yeah,
The only
But
gentleman.
not gonna make a white collar sport now. He ain't a white collar.
Yeah,
sport.
bro.
But
The
I
only
say that,
gentleman. The
Boxing
only
is a
gentlemanly
white
part
collar
about
sport.
the only gentlemanly part about this sport is like you don't hit a motherfucker on the floor, or you don't hit him in the balls. Like besides that, bro, anything goes, bro. Like if you get away with it, get away with it, bro. If you could hit somebody with your head and the ref ain't gonna catch
I
it,
know
fuck
Ed
it.
Shot Porter.
Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, Toledo, like fucking Holyfield.
Nah, but
The-
hell, you're right. Leo Santa Cruz, he ain't all that. I don't think Gary is either. But the whole thing about it is that, we all know the reason why Leo ain't fighting the dude. But now this dude doing this, why would he fight? Why would he want to fucking fight you?
He's a bitch. Leo's a bitch.
No,
If
I
that's
don't
something
think
that
so.
to my dad, if something that
No,
to my dad, okay.
I don't.
Let's go.
No. You have to understand this. Look, Santos. He never threatened his dad. He never did. He never once said, he never once said he said I can touch his dad, but then he said I can't touch him.
I'll put it
I
like
don't
this:
think his
if you take a video and talk shit about my dad, and my dad's in the background, not even knowing you record, you're gonna get fucked up, bro. Like fucking like that.
But
Like
look,
if you're putting it out there.
See, but that's the difference.
You could clown anybody else. Why are you
But
gonna be
that's-
clowning me?
But no,
and my
but
family?
that's the thing, though. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You're once you get in that position, you're no longer in a position to start doing things like that. Because then both of you guys are gonna be affected. You and your daddy. You see what I'm saying? Gonna be affected by the decisions, the consequences of doing such. The best thing for Leo to do is to let Gary Russell Jr. starve. Because Russell Jr. needs him to make money to feed his family. Leo Santa Cruz don't need Gary Russell Jr.
But unlike you and I and everybody on this panel, Leo Santa Cruz could also tell Al Heyman, like, yo, fucking make that fight happen next, bro. Like, fucking, I want to fight this dude.
I wouldn't if I was him. I'd say, fuck you. Fuck you, stars.
Yeah.
Sit on the shelf a little bit more. And you know what I do? I'll go around saying it. Watch your mouth, bitch. That's what I say.
That's a bit. That would be a big time L though, bro.
No, it won't.
As far as perceptions go.
It'd be a big time L.
Then I'd stalk him at Shannon Briggs.
Look,
then if it was going to be to that
it'd be a big time L for you the way you think. But the way I think, winning is any each way that you can hurt the other person the most. The best way I can hurt Gary Russell Jr. is not fighting him and beating him, but taking away the ability for that nigga to make money.
And I believe Santa Cruz would do something for that. That's the type of guy he is.
Fuck that motherfucker. That's what I say. Oh, you want to talk about that? Yeah, I'd be mad behind closed doors. I'll blow that shit off in a meeting, and one day the motherfucker start talking shit. I'd be like, fuck you, motherfucker. Go starve, nigga. Matter of fact, you want a $5 foot long, motherfucker? I got enough money for that. How much money you got in the bank, you broke motherfucker, you little bitch? Like, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be like, what's up? What's happening? Oh, you ain't on my level. Get on my level, man. Look what I'm doing, man. I'm getting M's. What you getting? M&M's? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Nah, but that's kind of like the problem with boxing, though, to a degree, in the sense that like there's boxing.
That's why I'm enjoying these guys losing. I'm enjoying it.
That is not the problem with boxing. The thing what I'm saying is that if I was him, that's what I would do, because this dude tried to do some dirty ass dumb shit so I could get out of character and go beside myself and say, let's fight. That's the reason why he did it. And that's the reason. And that's
remember too though, he didn't just go after him within his tirade. He also went after Tank Davis, Floyd Mayweather. You know, so he didn't go after low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, but you gotta understand is that the whole reason why the dude is doing this to sell himself. He's selling his persona to everybody else. He's smart enough to know that. Look what Adrian Broner did. How can I get in and start making money to where people can start taking me serious and start wanting to fight me? You know what I'm saying? And then he made all kind of excuses on why he lost to Lomachenko. You can't be making excuses now. You lost. Just say you lost.
But he said that stuff from Rip, and he said he was willing to fight Lomachenko again. He wanted to fight him again.
Yeah, I said that. He said he wanted to fight the white boy.
Yeah, but I'm totally with it, bro. Like, cause like I look at fights that could be made and that aren't being made, where like these fighters are being silenced, i.e. Charlo, like and Canelo. You know, I get fucking super frustrated at the fact that Charlo don't say shit about Canelo, but like once every 2 years, and everybody throws a parade for him.
No.
Meanwhile, like Charlo sees like Andrade or one of these other, or Danny Jacobs in a hallway somewhere with fucking, while he's wearing tight jeans and a fucking studded jacket with a purse, and he's gonna be all fucking popping his neck and shit. Like I don't like that.
Well, the reason why, I'm gonna tell you the reason why. The Charlo brothers know they ain't getting no Canelo fight. They ain't getting none. They know Canelo is gonna fight whoever the fuck they want to, whoever he wants to fucking fight. And that's the reason why, and Laws can contest to this. That's the reason why I always said that you have to listen to what Evander Holyfield said. You have to fight the people that you're supposed to. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't, you will get left behind. Now, with that being said, if Charlo really wanted to fight Canelo, he should have been fought Triple G. He should have been fought a couple other cats to where people could take him serious. Because Canelo is not going to fight you because you want to. Canelo is going to fight you because he wants you and he knows there's money involved.
Triple G didn't want to fight him either.
Yeah, Triple G didn't want to fight him.
But check this out. So it's already known and said from the get-go of the zone that Canelo versus Triple G and Canelo versus Danny Jacobs. Straight off the rip. After this Kovalev fight, I guarantee you, Canelo is fighting Triple G after that.
I know.
And you see what I'm saying?
But what's that do for Charlo?
But that's what I'm saying is you have to position yourself. You know what weight division he in. You know who got the mandatory spots?
But
what about Andrade? What's he gonna do then?
I don't know.
But before we even jump to that though, like hear me out. Like Lara supposedly got that fight with Canelo by showing up to a press conference. Supposedly Canelo didn't know who he was, and most boxing fans didn't know who he was or know who he is now, neither. And he ended up getting that fight because he disrespected Canelo at a press conference. Now, fucking if Charlo were to see Canelo's fucking wife and like does some nasty shit and were to get that fight, I'd consider that a success, bro. Do this shit more, bro. Like a lot of these guys act like they're too dignified because
I'm putting like this. You're putting your
everyone's best friends.
Look, you can't go around doing that shit because you don't know who the fuck people know or whatever. You see, Ice Cube almost got killed over a beef with Cypress Hill. And
he got dropped.
And them was just fans. And them was just fans.
Ice Cube ain't about it like that, bro.
Oh, we know that too. But them was just fans. You see what I'm saying? And now we got a dude that I don't know how Canelo got payroll from the beginning. I don't know who was paying for everything and stuff like that. But look at Andrew Reeves. Andrew Reeves all up in the prison in a super max Mexican prison full of vatos. Motherfuckers that snatch your life for no fucking reason. Motherfuckers that snatch your life just for breathing. Just for being just for like they walking down the street and you like, man, you moving too slow. Kill your ass for no reason. Them type of motherfucker. He's taking prison photos with these hoes in a prison and he leaves untouched. You don't know who the fuck these motherfuckers know. Going around here threatening you can't go around and threaten motherfuckers' wives and shit.
Wait, didn't he have like an incident with some other boxer about he snatched his girl or something like that? This was years ago.
Imagine this. Imagine this. Let's say, for instance, right? I go to New York and I'm talking shit to this dude who kind of look Puerto Rican or something like this. And I smack his booty, his woman's booty.
Nah, you
right?
said his booty.
Nah, you know what I meant. I smack his woman's booty, right? And he like, yo, what the fuck you doing? He don't want to get caught, but what he does is he call his peoples over there to blast my ass.
Yeah, but you ain't getting paid for that though.
But
man.
Foul player, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Didn't Mayorga do that to Shane Moses' woman?
You don't know who the fuck you dealing with in New York when you're walking around them streets.
Yeah, he did. He did. But I think that was a setup.
I guess you're gonna have to go security in the click then. You have to come up deep then.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put like I'll bring this into a different realm, bro. I think that black fighters in mass should do that more because like a lot of times the media because they hear me out. Because a lot of casual fans and the media dismiss black fighters' accomplishments, especially when they fight each other. Like, you know, a lot of times it sucks to say, but the fights that make bread are when it's a black guy against another race. So, I mean, like, if these dudes are ducking you, like there was a girl at my job who actually knows boxing. And I remember it was a time that Charlo called out Triple G. and she actually put it on Facebook.
Hey,
Charlo ain't do shit
hold up.
deserve a Triple G fight.
Hold up. Did she got a big booty?
Nah, she's alright. She likes the brothers though. But she was like talking shit like fucking Charlo ain't do shit to deserve a Triple G fight. This is like 1 or 2 fights ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, so unless you really go out of pocket, like the way Mayweather got so much fanfare in his direction was because people hated on him, and it was because he was a black dude like that was balling, that was caking it.
But to tell you the truth, the people around him that was promoting him played a part in that. And the hate.
They did, but it worked though, Mike. And then look at
they all
right, like after
hold up, let me go piss.
Now, real quick, and I'll shut up.
No, I gotta go
after,
piss.
After Mayweather, you at least the number 1, 2, 3, or 4th at least, like fighter that resonates with people, like that's a brother, is fucking Broner, and Broner gets his ass whooped like in recent history all the time, and it's because people don't like him. But like I think it's equated to like Broner getting paid. So I mean, like, hey, do it, bro. Like, go with it.
I was gonna say, the fighters of today, they got the Mayweather blueprint, and that's just for the money side. But to promote a fight, to talk shit to their opponent, they didn't get that part. Just the money side, and that's not doing good for boxing either. That part, because they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, it's not like these
like,
like
humongous. You've had like 1 belt or something, and then you defended it once, and then you moved up.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't call it either way, man. Like, I just think that the way it's going, like, for somebody like Gary Russell Jr., who's already 31 years old, I mean, for him to get noticed is going to be really tough, man. And like, a lot of these casuals will gladly dismiss him, like fucking with other intentions. But meanwhile, I think he's a top 5 pound for pound fighter.
Oh, skill wise,
yeah.
Say again?
Skill wise, yeah.
About Gary Russell Jr. being a top 5 pound for pound fighter.
He has the fastest hands in boxing right now.
Yeah.
Who?
Gary Russell Jr.
I don't think he got the fastest hands.
And his like setting trap like mode, it happens so quick too, man. Like, I don't think people like it's I mean, broadcasters don't really call like when people set up traps, man. But Gary Russell Jr. is a trap master, bro. He don't hit like hard like that, bro. He fucking punishes dudes.
But did you see him when he took out Johnny Gonzalez? He just took him out.
Yeah.
This is a guy who just knocked out Abner Moraes in a round. And Moraes had been reigning for a couple of years.
And
is it Jojo Diaz?
Yeah, Johnny Gonzalez.
No, Jojo Diaz when he fought him.
Jojo Diaz?
He was way bigger than him.
Yeah, Jojo Diaz was like 5'8".
Yeah.
Where the fuck Laws go?
Big Lose.
Fuck him.
Huh?
Fuck him.
Nah, but I think Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah, I'm still
Good.
here. Just listen.
Oh,
just listen.
shit.
Just
Are they
chilling.
Laws?
Hey, let me see if I got.
All right,
I'm gonna
thanks,
go to my
Alex.
car. I'm gonna go to my car real quick. See if I got some chewing tobacco.
Actually,
All
bro,
right.
Lowe's,
Send
what do
me
you
some
think about
tobacco.
that?
Say again.
What do you think about like the whole like fighters getting personal as far as with these call outs, like the way Gary Russell Jr. did?
What Gary Russell Jr. did at the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it, mate, bro.
Yeah, me too.
100%.
Is that saying, innit? Closed mouths don't get fed.
Fact.
Yeah.
I don't to be
Like,
honest.
I just did.
You see a nice girl you like?
Nah,
You
you know
gotta
what it
approach
is,
her.
bro. You know what it is, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that Michael Johnson went to his cars to get tobacco, bro. Me, Alex, Lowe's, Tyrone, we're from the hood, bro. Michael lives in a cul-de-sac. Like Michael had both his parents. Like Michael used to wear sweaters around his neck and all this stuff. Like played volleyball. Like, he ain't from the hood like us, bro.
Wait, 10.
Mike does his beef through emails,
say
bro.
before.
I don't know his background.
Listen, Let me just say this, and I'll jump back off. I just heard Al say before about Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah.
If it takes the age of 30 odd years old to get recognised, that you have to do things like that. And I'm all for it. Boxers should do a hell of a lot more like that. I don't agree in a little bit of a way in putting his. I know he only put his arm around his dad, but if that's the way you got to get out there and call these fighters out, then hell yeah.
Like these boxers of today, the ones that no one knows, they're too docile. They wait for the promoter to do stuff for them.
I don't think
go on.
I don't think the dad knew him because he kept looking back and forth. He was like confused.
Okay.
I don't even think that. I don't think the dad understood what the hell he was saying.
Okay.
That too. That too.
No Nintendo.
Yeah, bro.
I got a question.
¿Qué pasa?
I got a question for y'all brothers, right?
Yeah.
So, your boy Sean Porter fought Ugas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In February, right?
March, I think. Yeah.
March. Was it March, April?
Yeah,
No,
March. It was in March. Yeah. Right. What do y'all think about that fight, man? Do y'all think that, like, did y'all really understand the hand speed of Ugas, like how not fast it was and how he was catching Sean Porter?
I was talking about this. I talked about it a couple live streams ago. I haven't seen him like actually step it up a gear since the Ray Robinson fight and try to get somebody out of there. That last fight I saw against Figueroa was horrible. That guy was out of there so many times. He decides to take a step back and shimmy. Nobody wants to see that. And that's what he was doing in the Sean Porter fight. I mean, he was, putting his tongue out, trying to shrug his shoulders. You are fighting for the WBC welterweight championship. You got to put the gas on now. Stop playing all the games. And that's what cost him the fight, and that's what he gets for it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugas is at.
What?
What was that? What was that?
It sounded like El Foul player.
Ugas, and then he went out.
Nah, I said Ugas is ass cheeks, bro. Like, to me, he's just a regular fighter.
I don't think he's ass cheeks, but I think with his hand speed, he need to stick it. He need to pick it up a pace, and I also think that he if he's gonna fight shorter fighters in the inside, he needs to get his punches aligned properly for the fighter that he's fighting, because I don't care what you do in the ring, you're always going to go back to what your tendencies are. You're always going to go back with what you know. And some of them times I knew. Like, you could tell the way that he kept doing it over and over again, Sean Porter. He kept coming in and blocking the left hook by dipping down and keeping his hand high up. And all Ugas had to do was come with a straight right. That's all he had to do. But he didn't want to do it. Like, neither one of those fighters the whole fight through a straight shot down the pipeline. Neither one of them did. The whole fucking fight. And I was waiting on it. Because I was counting. I was waiting on it.
Ugas has this problem of trying to be, some showman or whatever. Like, nobody even knows who he is. We want to see knockouts. We want to see somebody actually put on and go for it. I mean, he's in the sparring mode and doing the funny faces. That's just not going to cut it.
All right. Trivia question.
Yeah.
Trivia question. Out of 30 fights, how many KOs does Sean Porter have?
I think like 17.
Oh, damn. You got that right.
Yeah. He hasn't knocked out somebody, like really knocked him out. And I'm not talking the Berto fight because that was bullshit. He just basically Ray Lewis'd him into the canvas and headbutting. But he hasn't knocked somebody out since Paulie Malignaggi.
And he had a guy, he got an Eric Bone in 2015. Yeah. Then that probably yeah, he ain't got nobody. He ain't got no KOs like that. Like,
He don't
I
not
think
know
probably was.
this level. And I think I'll say this too. I think it's just his because he was a running back. Wasn't he a running back or a fullback or both or something like that?
Who?
Sean Porter.
In high school.
Yeah, like his physique. I think if he could really find 135 pounds, I mean, he has the height for it. It's all this muscle that he carries.
But he doesn't have the. He doesn't. He needs to find. He needs to bring somebody else in if you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
He can't just do that with his pops.
Yeah,
You know, the way he fight, like you said, I was getting tired of that in and out shit. Every time he get licked a few times, and Ugas jabs was slow as fucking. He was hitting him, you know, and so you know, coming in and out shit. That shit is cool, but you know, how you gonna do it? Try to do that backpedaling footwork that you was doing against Ugas, that backpedaling shit, that shuffle step that you was doing, trying to look all cool in the ring, like how you gonna do that with him up? And then Ugas was going to the body too. But the thing about it was, every time Ugas went to the body, like I'm not talking about a straight punch with a hook, with a right hook to the body, he always countered. Like he always took it and countered up top. And what I was looking at it seemed like Ugas was always going for the body and not going up top a few times when he had the opportunity to do so, because he was trying to exploit that body. But the whole thing about it is what Sean Porter was, he wasn't consistently able to get the body shots off because of Sean Porter kept doing that in and out shit.
Yeah, that bullshit. Sean Porter thinks he's gonna go in there and bulldoze Spence. That's not happening.
I hope y'all know a split decision ain't nothing. Yeah, Laws, you already own. You can talk if you want to. A split decision ain't nothing but a draw. It could go either way.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, my brother taught me that a long time. My older brother taught me about it a long time ago. He's like, man, I don't worry about split decisions because that shit could have went either way. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know, and he's right. Like in the Ugas fight, all it took for Ugas to you know what? If Ugas would have got that knockdown like he should have, he would have won.
He's just got to get out of that first gear. He's got to really look at himself and say, you know what? I'm in a fight now. I'm fighting for the chip. I have to put on. Why am I making these funny faces for? Why am I shrugging my shoulders? Why am I walking around like I'm not getting hit?
Yeah.
I got to really be focused and strap in and take this guy out.
Do you think he will change?
You said what?
Do you think he will change?
I don't know. I mean, isn't he with Ismail Salas or whatever? I think he's with him.
Not sure.
I don't know. It just seems like he's already like 32 or 33 or something like that. He's probably older than that. Yeah, I don't think he'll change.
I think he is 32.
Yeah, that's what it's supposedly.
Who 32?
Ugas. In Cuba.
He 32?
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Listen,
he looks younger. He looks young.
Well, Boxer got him at 33. But 32, 33, I don't know, bro.
No, I think he's older than that, to be honest.
He probably is. But the reason I talk like disparagingly about you guys, bro, is because I have a strong inkling that he's gonna end up fighting one of these welterweights of note in a fight that could be made with somebody else, bro. And I'll keep it there, like fucking, because I don't want to.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna make the Spence Ugas fight as well. If Spence wins, they'll make the Spence Ugas fight and not the Manny Pacquiao fight. I think Manny Pacquiao will say something or something's gonna happen to stop that fight.
You think that's a pay-per-view fight?
Pacquiao Spence?
Nah, Ugas Spence.
No.
No.
No. Hey, but I mean, it's just sad that it's like that. I mean, you just heard a resounding no from all of us, but that's what they'll put it on if they had the chance.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's more. To me, it's more disappointing that they're even gonna make that fight, or that fight's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I think.
Yo, what's that faggot Danny Garcia doing anyway? That metrosexual bastard. Hey, he
Squat,
talks too
bro.
much. Get to fighting already, man. He talks too much.
He's guarding my wife, bro. His wife is banging, bro.
His sisters look good too because I'm younger, but I hope they're 18.
Yeah, they look good, but he needs to fight. You know.
I'm older.
Talk
Their
too
sisters do look good.
Yeah, yes.
They're high. They're high
Laws-
maintenance.
Law said he got a
Yeah,
shitty
probably.
signal. Hey, Laws, if you logged on to the your Wi-Fi, just unplug your routers and plug them back in, man. They probably need to be cleared.
Yo,
So
my dad calls Wi-Fi wifey
Wifey.
because English is not his first language.
What else did the store I saw today? I saw on Boxing Scene Andre Billy Joe turned down the Andre fight for November 9th. Did you
No,
see
he
it?
didn't.
Yes,
Really?
he did. Billy Joe turned down the Andre fight
For what?
Yeah,
For what?
on
Sorry,
that
go on.
Paul the KSI undercard.
I know
Billy
why.
Joe-
Yeah, I would have turned it down too.
Yeah. Billy Joe turned down the Andre fight.
He's not under the influence.
Nah, I would have
Yo.
turned.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
I would have turned it down because it's not enough time, man. It's
Yeah.
not enough. It's not enough time. It's not a best foot forward. Even though if Andrade want to take the fight, yeah, that's on him. But that's not a good look because can't Billy Joe Sanders take a loss for not training, not getting the full crap? If you want to full,
I don't think he's gonna stay at that weight too.
But he fought that guy, the shit fat guy, for that WB.
No, he's fine at 168, isn't he?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Boxers needing to be ready. They're paid to just train. I wish I got paid to work out all the time. And
well, it's the whole training thing, but he want to make sure. But it's the whole preparation with training for a guy, a particular fighter. You see what I'm saying?
Well, Billy Joe did say that he doesn't love the sport anyway. So take it out. You see it there?
yeah.
Well, at least he honest.
Yeah.
You know, Birdman always said, not Birdman, but what's his
Wayne.
name? Not Birdman, no, not him. But oh boy, always said he not a rapper. He's just an entertainer.
Oh, Master P.
Nope,
Coolio.
nope. Master P was never no fucking rapper.
He had some good stuff when he was in the
And let me
Bay
tell you
Area.
something.
Yeah, go on.
My cousin was the guy in the Bay Area when it came to No Limit. He was the guy. He was the guy that I'm talking about back on vinyl. He was the guy getting everything. He's pumping. He got Master P sending him 2 platinum albums.
Your cousin that rap? The
DJ. He raps.
Oh, okay.
From time to time, but that's my uncle that raps. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Who's your uncle?
My uncle's one of my uncles is Black Mikey.
Black Mike.
Mm-hmm.
What is he? Was he rapping in the 90s?
He was rapping in the 90s, and then he ended up like catching the case, killing somebody, and then he ended up getting out and he started rapping again. And then my dad's second cousin is Shonda Rhimes, and then one of my aunties, she makes movies, B-rated movies, writes books and stuff like that. I got 2 cousins that's been in multiple movies, like as extras and stuff like that. My cousin was just in Power again.
All right, that's what's up.
Who watched that the episode of Power when the chick got kidnapped from the courthouse?
I don't watch that, bro.
Well, have you ever watched that episode? My cousin's the one that put the drug in her drink.
Oh, that's what's up.
So
Like
your cousin's a villain then, or
Yeah.
bad guy?
Man, let me tell you, my cousin used to put fucking garlic in our fucking Kool-Aid when we wasn't looking.
Damn.
How you like that?
I know, right? Fuck us all up. Garlic in your fucking Kool-Aid.
Young Merv the Cut Man just wrote, I'm from San Diego. We rock with Black Mikey.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear from him for a bit, man, but soon come.
That's where your guy J.O. Felony's from.
Yeah. Hey, Nick Cannon from San Diego too.
Yeah.
And his dad was a super blood back in the days.
Who was? I'm sorry.
Nick Cannon.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
what's
heard
up.
about that one. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, go and watch the interview on what's up, Laws? You back? What else you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about
Yo, could I pose a question, Mike? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I made a video about this too, bro. Like fucking but being that we talked around the Gary Russell Jr. situation, and if Gary Russell Jr. were to remain status quo, like rocking the same way he's been rocking, getting one opponent a year or two opponents a year, like regular opposition, because nobody wants to fight him. Do you think it would be wise for Gary Russell Jr. to sign with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, I mean that'd be his best bet for a Lomo fight, wouldn't it?
They were in talks, I think. They were in talks.
Just don't sign with Oscar, because you're going to be like Rashidi Ellis. You're going to be fighting once a year.
Well, this
Yeah.
is what I would do if I was Gary Russell Jr. And if I was worried about making money for my family and all that stuff, I would take an Edward Hearn deal, but I would tell them like this: if I do X amount of numbers and stuff like that, you got to pay me more. If I bring more people to the zone during my fights, you got to give me more. You know what I'm saying?
and it would if you think about what I'm not saying that Eddie Hearn did this solely, but the fact that this guy this kid with the cross-eyed Maurice Hooker.
Cross-eyed.
Isn't it Maurice Hooker?
Nah.
Tevin Farmer.
Oh, Tevin Farmer, bro. I'm fucking.
He's getting beaten by Jojo Diaz, by the way.
Yeah, but think about like Tevin Farmer was like a sort of like not that very relevant in the scene, and I mean I'm not saying he's popping like that, but you know he's being talked about like more than he was before. And I think Gary Russell Jr. is a lot more relevant, more talented.
The problem with Tevin Farmer is that he crying about his people not watching him and stuff like that. But if he wants to say that he's a great boxer and stuff like that, he has to be consistent with being a great boxer and stuff like that. And if he has to win more with that style of boxing that he exhibits in order for to get people on his side, because even the hardcore fans and the casuals know that it's not going to last.
Yeah, the bubble's just waiting to get blown up, isn't it?
Yeah, he got to.
I mean, popped.
He got to prove it to people.
You think Jojo Diaz beats Tevin Farmer, Alex?
Yeah, I think he does.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I think he could.
I got Tevin Farmer in that fight because I only do it off one performance, really. Tevin Farmer fought Ivan Redkach. He's not the greatest fighter in the world, but on 1 week notice, on I think it was on PBC Fox or Showtime or something like that. And Redkach was like 20 or 25 pounds bigger than he was. And he was still able to wipe this guy.
I watched that fight too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That and Redkach isn't a bad fighter.
Yeah. And he was able to wipe him and hurt him multiple times in that fight. And the guy was 25, 30 pounds bigger.
I would actually rate Redkach higher than I do like a Ugis, bro, believe it or not.
He's not really a big fan of Ugas.
Ugas.
He's just playing, bro. This fucking vanilla ass fighter, man. Like that.
He's really
He's
kind of fodder, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think Hooker's actually gonna re-up with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, he's moving up to 170, 147.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I think Gary Russell should probably at least threaten to go, like, or make it seem as he's gonna jump ship and go to.
I mean, that's what Mikey Garcia did, so why not?
I think Mikey.
Yeah, look at it. And look at the results that gained them too, bro. He may get a Pacquiao fight next.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia, I think he's still playing that card actually.
Probably, you might be right, bro. And I mean, at the very least, I mean, or not the very least, but right now, like it's rumored that he's gonna get the Pacquiao fight. Shit, if he flexes more, like motherfucker may end up fighting Mayweather or KSI.
I want to see that fight.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. You know, they over there trying to use that fight to sell the zone, but and then Edward Hearn is trying to say that like let me show y'all this real quick.
And it's cool too, cause I mean not cool, but a lot of fucking fighters, established fighters, are trying to get on that card, on the undercard.
Yeah,
because they know barely anyone knows them.
but the problem
Yeah,
with is they're really taking like hits money wise because, I mean, my friend was just with me the other day. It was like I think it was not the other day. It was like in March or something. Whenever Canelo signed that deal.
Can y'all see this? Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's in slow-mo, right? It's in slow-mo. Look at his foot, right? Look at this. Look at his foot. Look at his back foot.
Mhm.
And then look at his foot right here. Look at his forward foot.
Yeah.
Right when it hit. Look. You see anything slip? Ain't nothing slip. Ain't nothing slip. This is what they saying slip.
Mm.
It looked like it hit him in the back of the head, or was it just me?
It don't matter. He didn't slip.
No, he didn't slip.
And guess who's the ref?
Jack Reese.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
That
slip.
is a blessing, man.
Ain't nothing slip. You can't call it a slip because the person ain't got no balance after they get hit. Because they can't, like, look at it. Even look at the back foot. Look at the back foot. Let me show you something.
That's kind of like a punch I would have done like in the third grade,
He was
like
down.
the double-handed joint. Like that.
That was a knockdown. That was a knockdown. I ain't trying to get banned off this. I ain't trying to get another strike. But that was
Yeah, word up.
that was a straight up knockdown, man. The dude thought he had it and stuff like that. Thought he had the 12th round and stuff like that. And he got put on his ass, but they didn't call it a knockdown.
Is that a rifle to the left of you? That a rifle to the left of you?
Nah, that's a suitcase. Told you this is my spare room, man.
Nah, I know, man.
Mike, I just checked out on your cousin, the Black Mike. He did a track with Cricket. I don't know if you're familiar with Cricket.
Yeah, he did a track with him.
Yeah, I know him because he did that track Flossing's an old song anyway, from 1994. That's how I know Cricket. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he did a few.
Yeah, he did one with Red Rum as well.
Yeah.
Yo, before I dip off, man, I wanted to put out. I know Alex Santos is an aficionado and Mike fucks with the hip hop too, but I'm gonna put a video out like on who I think is the best rapper of all time, bro. And y'all ain't gonna agree with me, but it's my opinion is Andre 3000, bro. Numero uno.
Nah.
I'm gonna save it for the video though.
Best rapper of all time, as far as what?
Everything. Number one. Classic albums. My opinion are classic albums.
Big Boy, wouldn't you?
Huh?
You'd have to include Big Boy.
Nah, he wrote. Supposedly, he wrote all the Big Boy shit, bro.
Oh, we don't know though.
That's what, the dudes from the Dungeon family have said that more than once, and it wasn't just one guy either, bro. Like, but supposedly he wrote all the Big Boy shit, and it makes sense too because a lot of the stuff that Big Boy was rapping about, a lot of the
Prodigy. Go.
Nah, but they would rap different though. Prodigy and Prodigy rap different than Havoc, and Havoc actually got better. And Havoc was getting better and better, like, and his style was like sort of changing as the albums progressed. But Big Boy, if you listen to this shit, it sounds like some shit in the style of like Andre 3000. It's just the topics were different. Big Boy will rap about like drug shit or pimp shit, and Andre will rap about like spacey and fucking singy shit.
See,
Didn't Redman do that as well? Redman and Keith Murray.
Even young man, the cut man saying he got how many solo projects? 3,000. Nice, but I don't know, bro.
Like, if you say Prodigy, I'll understand because he's got solo projects.
Who?
Prodigy from
What,
Mobb Deep.
like, Prodigy being number one? Nah, Prodigy ain't even like.
No, I don't
top
say number one, but
30.
like, if you was to say he was to present it, you'd have a point because he's got solo albums, he's got mixtapes, EPs, everything solo.
It wasn't his thing though. If you think about Andre 3000, you know, he wasn't driven like by the whole bread like that. And Big Boy always took over the business side of like their company, and he just wasn't like he was more on the artist like side of it, like Andre 3000. He always put that out there too.
I don't think Andre. I don't think he's from what from his discography, you know, all of his projects and stuff like that.
Numero uno.
I don't think he's numero uno, you know, because you put Jazzy O on any one of these here.
Oh, Jazzo.
Yo, come on, bro.
Jazzo.
Jazzo, bro.
You guys got it wrong.
He even rocked the mic too. If you know what I'm saying, but you know, like I tell a lot of people, man, like, you know, that's just the way it is, man. He'll still rock it.
You got it wrong. The best rapper today, best rapper of all time right now is Blueface.
Oh yeah, he makes Silk the Shocker look like a poet.
Yeah, I'll say like Blueface. I'm in the party with my Glock. She getting freaky because she grinding on 2 cocks.
Nah,
that sounds sus.
He's off.
And another reason that I put that out there too. It is not the sole reason, but of people that have made classic albums, there's no artist or group that's made, in my eyes, like a great classic album more than once.
Well, if you put it like that, yeah. If you put it like that, if you put it like that, yeah. Well, then as a group, yeah, they had it going on, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, as a group, where's the consistency with them albums? You know, after that, like it's been years, homie, and people.
No, but I don't think his heart's in it though. But like but the last thing I said, a lot of people will disagree with me on that because like Nas.
I mean, AJ's heart ain't in it either.
AJ.
Yeah, but I'm gonna save that topic for.
Actually.
I'm gonna save that topic for another video though, man. Let's get back to the.
Hey, Laws, the dude Sean Porter's feet did not slip, and even where Jack Reeves was at, he couldn't even see his feet slipping. His Ugas punches might have hit. Well, I wouldn't say they did hit old boy's gloves, but still, the same time, even if he hit the gloves, he still fell. So it's a knockdown. Whether or not Ugas swung and Sean Porter had his gloves up and he hit them gloves, he fell. There was no slippage. What Jack Reese saw, he saw that first foot, his front foot go backwards. His front foot never touched the canvas once it started going backwards. Once he lifted his foot off the canvas, it pushed him back, and his front foot never touched the canvas, and he fell. It was a knockdown.
I mean, watching it in real time, I thought it was a knockdown. I think you guys' reaction, like, I mean, he wasn't trying to get a cheapie. He thought it was a knockdown. I thought it was a knockdown.
Sean Porter knew it was a knockdown too. That's
probably why he cried when he thought he won.
That's the reason why when he got up, he started jumping.
And then when he thought Sean Porter won, did you see his face?
Yeah, but I'm not like honestly, boys, man. I'm not enthused about this. I'm just hoping. I just can't wait till this Porter Spence is behind us. I mean, and hopefully, like the real conversations of Spence versus Crawford start happening immediately after. I can't wait.
It's gonna be revolving around Manny Pacquiao And that's pretty much it, isn't it? Manny Pacquiao.
You might not see the Crawford fight versus Spence until 2021.
Yo,
Yeah,
Never mind,
I must agree.
Did land. The punch
Ty,
did land.
I'm gonna and boys, I'm gonna be perfectly frank. I didn't think we're ever gonna see that fight, bro.
Wow.
That's gonna be another what if. We're not gonna get that Jarrett Hurd and Charlo fight.
No, I don't think so either.
I mean, the Hurd and Charlo fight. It's a big fight, but it's almost the same as like J-Rock and Charlo. I mean, they're good fights. They're great fights. But
because
Hey, is Lara fighting J-Rock, by the way?
Lara versus J-Rock, that's a good fight.
Because Hurd's not fighting, remember? He's moving up to 160. Well, apparently he's moving to 160 or something like that.
They could slot Lara in that. I pick J-Rock to win that fight.
Yeah, it's a nice little fight. But...
Yeah, Lara's on the slide, big time. Who they got? That guy, Canelo's brother. Canelo wasn't even there. And then when he hit him, the guy, you know how you hit these guys? It was like David Price. They kind of stiffen, they straighten out, like they're knocked out before they hit the ground. They stand at attention, and then you hit them again, and then they go.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, like fights like that, like they're great fights, so long as you're not paying for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I couldn't believe.
I think.
Yeah, I couldn't believe they put that Ramon Alvarez.
Hey, Laws. Look, check this out. Check this out, Laws. There ain't no water over there where his fucking feet slipped. It wasn't in the corner. Jack Reese thought the shit was in the corner. Where his fucking front foot, the front foot that was forward when the punch landed, it was not on the canvas. It started sliding back and started going up. It never was. It's the same thing that happens in football all the time. Somebody fucking you running this shit like that as a defensive back, and you trying to make a cut real quick. You don't plant your feet. You think your foot is on the ground, but your foot is not, and you end up slipping, cause you know what I'm saying. It was the same thing. That dude, it was a knockdown. It was a knockdown.
It was a combination of feet positioning and a punch. So I mean, technically, I thought it was a knockdown too.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I know that motherfucker was knocked down. That motherfucker got up, started doing jumping jacks and shit. That motherfucker knew that shit hit him in the back of the head, cause that's the only thing he could do. You know?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Benavidez Durrell?
It's an eye fight, bro. I mean, Benavidez is gonna wash him though. Like
let me. What round you see him washing him?
Hold up. If you keep disagreeing with me, if you keep disagreeing with me,
yo, you're gonna get a strike, bro.
This is how you gonna look. This is how you gonna look, Laws. Laying on the ground like that. Look. Ain't even look. Sprawled eagle, legs spread out, damn near doing the splits. All that, Laws. Keep disagreeing with me. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm joking.
No, Angel.
I'm joking with you.
No, more than that, the guy's almost straightened out completely. He's 180 degrees both ways.
But Benavidez is a little bit of a slow
like the Gavril fight.
I don't know, man. You know,
there's a risk of that because Benavidez starts slow too.
I don't think Benavidez. I think he's gonna get him.
You think?
Oh, I know he's gonna get him. I think he's gonna put him away though.
I think Benavidez is gonna get him because I don't think this is the guy. You know, Benavidez ain't gotta run around the ring and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta do all that shit with Anthony Durrell. Maybe he might think that he needs to with the bum knee. But I don't think that's in his repertoire to fight like that. So since he's not gonna fight like that, you know, you gotta move with Benavidez, man. You know, you gotta exploit that knee.
If it wasn't for the coke thing, David Benavidez has been set back a year. Like honestly, he should have fought Durrell a year ago.
I mean, but at least in his and his you know, when you get shot and shit like that, and you get the doctor telling you, man, you might as well, bro, you gonna have to hang them gloves up, homie. You know
I think
what
you're
I'm saying?
talking about his brother.
And no, the doctor told him.
No, I think you're talking about Jose.
No, that's the other Benavidez.
Oh, my bad,
The-
my bad. Yeah, that's right. We talking about David, right? We talking about David, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
David.
yeah.
David.
Oh, he good then. He got two good feet.
Yeah.
He got his head on straight more too than the other brother. The other brother's kind of like a hothead a little bit.
Well, you know, obviously that's probably the reason why he got shot.
Could be.
You know, maybe they was in some shit. You know, coke ain't
Yo, you ever seen their moms?
Yes, I have.
Oof.
5-star.
Nah,
Yeah, word up, bro.
Nah, let's get off that subject. I don't know. Them motherfuckers be shooting at people and shit. I'm good on that subject.
I'll die for the cause.
I ain't dying for that shit. I ain't dying for no pussy for my old ladies. Nah, y'all tripping.
Who else is
So y'all-
fighting that card? That Mario Barrios guy or whatever?
Hey, hold up, Laws. I keep trying to
Joey
tell
Spencer.
your ass, Laws. You don't go
Joey
nowhere unless we say so. When we tell you can leave and you can go to bed, then you can go to bed. You better put your headphones in and stay on point and listen in and type when we tell you to type, Laws. This ain't that type of show. When you end this motherfucker, you end this motherfucker to an end. God damn it.
I don't think Joey Spencer is that good.
Who?
Who's that?
Joey Spencer?
Nah.
Nah, I thought he was good before, man, but that last fight was.
Yeah.
I was scared for dude.
Didn't that guy have like a losing record or something? Like some really
No, that's his first loss. No, second or first loss.
let me see. Yeah, I know he had like 2 losses or 3 losses or something like that before he fought.
So they got the
Hakeem Black.
Akeem Black, that's who he was, yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt, but right now they have the Spence versus Porter final press conference going on.
Oh, is it on now?
There's 549 people watching. I'm seeing Jay Good saying LDBC in the hole. It's too cool to be you saying LDBC in that hole. We got Yashab Akwam saying LDBC in that hole. Renique 313. LDBC is in the building. We got all money in 23. LDBC all in your bitches. That's why they hate. Cass in there saying LDBC. We got JMMC saying LDBC. We got Ricky W saying BFTB. Now Ken back pedaling.
Yesterday I was watching the open press. What was it? The open workout, and I was in the chat. I had to deal with Mr. H Money, Mr. DAZN all the time.
That H Money guy's weird.
H Money, Mr. DAZN. So he was just promoting the shit out of DAZN.
I guess Eddie Hearn's paying him. Fuck it, champ. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I think so. That's crazy. And he was just spamming the same comment. DAZN, hashtag DAZN.
I was okay with him when he went after Keith Thurman. That was funny, but now after he's just annoying.
But my brother was over at that open workout, actually. He was
Your
at,
brother's in LA.
yeah, he goes to school there. He said nobody was out there. It was empty.
They would.
Because they had both sides. They only had the camera. They had the camera on like the side where they had some people, but the other side they didn't have anybody. And when they panned around, they didn't have anybody. I asked him, I was like, "How is it? They got a DJ there. What's going on?" He was like, "Man, there's nobody out here."
You know what I noticed? What I noticed? Sean Porter has that fucking what's that Cornel West hairdo? That's what it is. Cornel West.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to work on right now. With that big ass afro.
Or that one dude. The rent is too damn high.
Yeah, that guy.
Dude, that too sweet.
No, he was like an old black guy. He was running for councilman or something over there, the city council, and that was his only like campaign slogan, that the rent was too fucking high.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I've got an afro as well. I put my shea butter on.
Yes, man. So what do y'all think is gonna happen in the Sean Porter versus Spence fight? I mean, sorry, the Spence versus Sean Porter fight. What do y'all think is gonna happen?
I think like the first couple of rounds, I think the first round or first 2 rounds that Porter will get on the inside and then actually see how hard Errol hits and how he is on the inside, and they'll just try to like, bounce around the outside and see what he can do, like kind of fighter jet style, but it's not going to work.
Do you think he's gonna try to implement that Danny Garcia thing on Spence?
No, I think he's going to try to like jump in and out once he realizes he can't fight him on the inside, that he's not going to bulldoze him.
Oh, I don't know.
You see what I mean? I think he'll go to a decision though.
Now Sean Porter wearing that fucking orange bright ass tie.
I just don't like the way he's trying to beat somebody he's not, like the entire press conference. I remember the entire press tour. I remember the first press conference. He was like, turn the music up. Keep it on. Keep that same energy. He kept looking at Errol, and Errol was like, what's this guy talking about? What is he doing?
He's a confused choir boy.
yeah, he was trying to be like tough, and he's never been in a dog fight. Did you see in the PBC today? He went woo woo.
He's a character.
Yeah, I mean, they got to sell the fight somehow, and a part of me is kind of saying like Sean know he gonna lose, and he's trying to like do whatever he can. Like he's trying to tell folks, man. Like when it comes to competition,
yeah, people see
deep down inside, people know if they own the other level of the other person.
Yeah.
But at the same time is, you got to be real. Sometimes I go up against wide receivers. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker fast and this and the third. But I'm always like, I'm confident that I can at least take away something from them. Like if I'm not gonna take away, I'm gonna take away the long game and give them the short game, or I'm gonna take away all the inside work. I gotta take away something, but in boxing it's just a straight 1-on-1. But I'm the only defensive back on my team. They ain't been scored on last season. I ain't got scored on once.
Well, who you play for?
I played for Saginaw. What's called Tri-City Stampede. Out here in Saginaw, Michigan.
American Football League?
Yeah, it's a semi-pro football league.
Oh, okay. So like the CFL though.
It's below that because people from our league, they get picked for the CFL, major colleges, small colleges, NFL combines and stuff like that. Yeah. NFL combines, workouts for colleges and NFL. We had a dude last season. He actually went out for a workout for the Cleveland Browns last season.
Did you ever like pick up with a few NFL players before?
Me?
Yeah.
I met a few past NFL players, but never met any present.
Have you ever like played them like a pickup game or something like that?
Nah. I know somebody that plays with the pickup game at Notre Dame. Know somebody that does that, but he's past his prime and all that stuff. He's just going out there to shred his legs around. Notre Dame, they got a pickup game, full pads and everything.
This is interesting. Do you get paid? How much? I'm not gonna ask. Did they actually pay you, or what's it?
Nah. In this league, and most semi-pro football leagues, they don't pay you, and because they paid you, you can't go to college.
Right.
You can't get picked up for a college. And our outside linebacker got picked up to go to Northwestern.
Northwest, where's that?
It's Chicago, right outside of Chicago.
Nah, he got went to Northwestern in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And what's the team?
I forget what the team is called. I tell you the truth, I don't watch football.
What do you think of Antonio Brown retiring?
I think that he's not retiring. I think that he's going to take somebody's going to eventually pick him up or make him an offer. I think that a lot of the things with Antonio Brown is things that you have to deal with when it comes to football. You got people coming from all walks of life. You got people that had many concussions that are exhibiting things of CTE and stuff like that. And people expect these guys to be outstanding citizens and stuff like that, and that never does work. You know, especially the older you get, the more the CTE kicks in, and sometimes it's just genetics that you get it and you got it, and that's a wrap. You gotta work with it.
What?
Have you been checked? Have you been checked if you've got any of that CTE stuff?
Nah, but I had a few concussions, but I never been checked. Yeah, I never been checked, but
what they came out with Antonio Brown with the text messages, he was trying to search. He was trying to search the girl or whatever because she was trying to lie on him or whatever. What they were.
But the thing about it is that we don't. What the NFL needs to start doing is treating allegations as allegations until everything comes out. They met with the chick, and then right after they met with the chick, he got released from New England. But New England picked him up, even though they knew he had 2 allegations.
Right.
Because this is just not, we just hearing about it. They've been hearing about
it. They took a picture of her and her kids or something like that, and he was like, "Look at their broke fucking ass. I want you to know everything about them." Sad they're trying to lie up for money.
I mean, but how would you feel like if you had a whole bunch of money and somebody lying on you and you wanted to fuck with them?
Hell yeah, I'd do the same thing.
And you wasn't wrapped too tight, like people expect you to be. A lot of these cats in the NFL, some of these dudes can barely read and write.
Yeah, most of them can't.
How did they get to college then?
Motherfucker just
people
pass them through.
How they get to college is they just hire other students like me to do their work for them.
Oh, is that how it works over there?
Huh. Yeah, you just get somebody like me. You pay me something real low, like $10 an hour. I say yes, and they pass the class.
There's actually people who do that.
Yeah, and that's at the low level. Most of them usually just have the teacher do it. They'll go the athletic staff, the coach will be like, "Oh, so and so Johnson, he's not doing so well. Can you just pass him for this season?" You'll say, "All right." No, honestly, you can go Google right now, like literally athlete like essays, and it'll be like a sentence, and it's an A+. That over here. That's how it works.
Yeah, because I was not thinking, like the stuff I hear about the athletes, basketballers, specifically then guys NBA and NFL. I was like, these guys went to college, right? What we say university over here.
Yeah.
And they just do stupid stuff time after time. And I mean, going to university doesn't really mean that you're clever or whatever, because you're just regurgitating and copying stuff. But still. Mm-hmm. It made me wonder, but like you said, it makes sense.
No, that's exactly what happens. I mean, the teachers are in on it because if you think about it like this, like you'll have a college game, say like where my brother goes to school, USC. I mean, he went to the football games, he went to every football game this season. I mean, think about the millions of dollars they make if they play like somebody, out in the what's their division again? Pac-12.
Yeah, that's one.
Something like that, you play somebody like Oregon or I don't know, Berkeley or something like that. There's going to be a huge crowd just for college football. And I'm not even that big into college football, but you see something like Auburn versus Alabama, right? It's huge. Yeah. Millions and millions of dollars. March Madness. Same thing with college basketball. Millions and millions of dollars, the players don't get paid. but everybody else does. You look at the coaches; they get paid. Some of them are on $5 million a year. You look at Duke's coach, Coach K. He's on like 15 million or 20 million.
5 million a year,
and he doesn't do shit.
Yeah, some of the coaches don't, because some of them coaches on the football team, they don't do too much.
All you have to do is, we're Duke, you come play for us, or we're Kentucky, come play for us, and he'll say okay, and that's just how it works.
Wow, and that's not like the the official team like NBA and NFL stuff like that.
No, the players don't even get paid. The players are legally not, by NCAA rules, they can't be paid. They can't even get paid off a YouTube channel. They can't make a YouTube channel off profit. I've seen so many NCAA players get kicked off their teams because they have a YouTube channel.
So so you can work and get paid, but it got to be approved. It got to be approved, like, because some players, like, what people don't understand is the food that they give you in these colleges and stuff. With the schedule that you have, you're not getting adequate meals and stuff like that. That's why a lot of colleges just cater in a lot and to feed their players and stuff like that.
Like a stipend.
Mm-hmm. But some of these, they actually cater in the practices and stuff like that. Make sure they're eating right. Especially the offensive, defensive linemen. But then again, then you got like cell phone bills, you got car notes, car insurance, registration, maybe a smog test if you're in one of them states. Your mom not doing too good, your daddy not doing too good. So there's always some shady shit going around with motherfuckers. California trying to get some of these college players a little bit of money, because you gotta understand, a jersey is $70, and then when you look in a place like Ohio and Michigan, everybody rocking the Michigan Ohio jersey. So
I want to get one of them Michigan jerseys.
So $70 a pop, and sometimes even more than that. These colleges are making you know what runs college? Football and basketball pays for every sport in the college.
So like tennis, badminton, all that type of stuff, like the college.
Exactly. The sports that motherfuckers really don't go to, and the jerseys that they wearing, all the equipment, the traveling expenses and all that stuff, paying the hotel fees and the room, the food and all that stuff. Yeah. Football and basketball pay for all that shit.
And I think you guys have different. The colleges, I think it's the same thing as well. You've got the replica jerseys, and then you've got the authentics,
the knockoffs.
Mm-hmm. And how? So it's 70, right? It's not over that, right?
What?
The jerseys. You go over $70.
Yeah. Sometimes they $200.
Yeah, off the official store are fucking expensive. I
can take you on the website right now. You get one game used college jersey with a number on it with no name for probably was a practice jersey for $100.
Yeah, easily.
Wow.
Easily.
Thank you.
Like for
$100.
We have a big problem here. Like I like the Knicks. And I'll be like, we didn't see anybody this season. We're not beating so-and-so. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. Well, I'm not part of the team. We always say we. I mean, I'm not part of nothing. I'm not paying for the team or anything.
We as a collective.
Yeah, like we'll sit down and we'll say we, as we're part of the team. But it's just, most of us just walk around with our bellies out, honestly.
Walk out with bellies out.
Seriously, I'm right here. I'm not even 5 minutes from the Steelers Stadium right now. So I live downtown. And that shit is...
You're in Pittsburgh, aren't you?
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Game day, everybody goes out. I haven't watched this. I haven't been to Heinz Field one time. One time at all. And everybody talks about it. Everybody comes back. Oh, we missed that pass. And, we're not going to make the playoffs. And oh, we're not gonna do this. You're not doing nothing.
I guess when they say we, it's just to get you, isn't it? Psychologically.
Yeah, how is it for like the Premier League for you guys?
You don't say we. You don't say that for sure. But but it's like a religion here, though. Anyway, it's like a religion.
Yeah. Who do you support?
I support Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
think.
support
Yeah, that's
I
my
don't
old
even really
lady
watch
team
football
too.
that, but Arsenal's that's my team.
That's my old lady team too.
Oh, your little team. I
Yeah.
support the Arsenal.
Do you know the way to the Arsenal? Shit. Yeah.
I love the Angolans. Yeah, they like Chelsea. They pronounce it Chelsea.
Hey, y'all got any last words before I jump off, man? Cause I'm gonna jump off and get on this Apex on PS4.
Apex.
Quickly.
Oh yeah. Mike, I'm gonna put my finger on.
Nah, send it in the
It's in the
WhatsApp
chat.
app. Send it in the WhatsApp
Oh,
app.
okay.
You guys trying to get my PSN too?
You got PS4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you got Apex,
Hey,
I'll
what
play
ga-
with y'all.
What games you got? What games you got?
Well, I've been just been playing the entire time. To be honest, it's been like Rainbow Six Siege,
Rainbow Six Siege.
and I played the Modern Warfare beta. That was all right. I'm not the biggest fan.
Mm.
Star Wars,
Star Wars.
2K, FIFA 19.
I'm telling you.
Shit like that.
I'm telling
Are
you.
you?
If,
Go on.
once we watch this fucking this Spence versus Porter final press conference, I'm telling y'all gonna get the gist that Sean Porter is fake as fuck. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all because the dude ain't right.
Yeah, man.
It's confusing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man.
All right, man.
I see y'all later. I'm going fishing tomorrow, so I might not see y'all till Friday when Laws go live.
All right.
All right. So yeah, Friday. That'll be Friday then. Either
Yeah.
tomorrow or Friday.
Yep.
All right, y'all.
Man. All the best.
All right, bro. Take care.
Little mercy.
Yep.
All the best.